Hey guys, so today's video is a fun creative one. It is inspired by the movie A Miser Brothers Christmas. It is an older Christmas movie and it is in collaboration with the beautiful Julia from the ipsy community and the beautiful Cristina also from the ipsy community. So you definitely have to check out their videos. I will have them linked below, and if you want to see how I did my look, just keep on watching. Alright, so I'm going to start as always with my MAC Painterly paint pot, and I'm just priming my eyelids with that, and I'm going pretty heavy with it because I want my eyes to be really pale to match my skin color, because I will be applying a pretty pale foundation. Then I'm applying this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the color Pearl. Again, this is super white and super bright because I wanted to match my skin. I am Snow Miser. So then I'm taking this light gray color from the Smoky palette from BH Cosmetics, and I'm just applying that all over my crease. I'm also taking that into the inner and outer corners of my eyes. And by the way, please excuse my hair situation. I just had it ready for the wig, so yeah, that's why it looks like that. Next, I'm going in with both of these navy colors. Here I'm just showing you one, but I did mix both of them because the other one ended up being more pigmented. And I'm just applying that all over the crease of my eye, higher, lower, most hollow crease, just pretty much all over the place. Again, I am Snow Miser, so I'm going pretty heavy-handed with this and very freely because yeah, I'm supposed to be frozen, right? And then I'm just using the same brush that I used with the gray color and just blending out the rough edges. Now moving on to the face, I am taking this foundation. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the color 125, which is the lightest foundation that I own, because I wanted to look really pale, like I haven't seen the sun in forever, and like I really don't like the heat miser, you know? And I did do 2 coats of this because I wanted it to be super opaque, and then I also covered my lips so that they would be pretty pale as well, since I'll be making them blue and gray later on. Next, I'm taking my RCMA VK11 palette, which is a foundation and concealer palette, and I'm taking the colors Ivory and Porcelain. I mixed both of them because they are the lightest shade in this palette, and I'm applying that as concealer. So I'm applying that under my eyes, down the center of my nose, and also the center of my forehead. And again, all around my lips because I wanted them to be super pale and dead and blue and icy. Next, I'm taking the silver shade from my Flash palette, and I'll start filling in my brows with this. I wanted my brows to look like they were frozen, so that's why I took the silver one, but it ended up not being as opaque as I wanted it to be. So later on, you'll see me apply the white one, and that looked much better. But for now, I'm just filling in my brows as I would usually do them. Then I'm setting that concealer with some translucent powder, and I went pretty heavy with it because I don't mind the flashback today, you know what I mean? And this is my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, by the way. Next, I'm taking my Flash palette once again, and I'm taking this blue shade, and I am applying that as cream contour. So I am applying that in the most hollow part of my cheeks, and then I am blending that out with a sponge. I made sure to use the Real Techniques sponge for this part and not the Beauty Blender because the Real Techniques one is cheaper, and I wasn't sure if this cream color was going to stain it, and I was right, it did stain it, so I'm glad that I didn't use the most expensive one. Then I'm taking my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm just setting my entire face with this. Then I'm taking that navy shadow once again from the BH Cosmetics Smoky palette, and I am applying that as bronzer, so right on top of that blue cream contour. I'm taking Exhibit A by NARS, which is so intense, so you need the tiniest little bit, and it goes the longest way. And then I'm taking this white shade from the Flash palette, and I am applying that right on top of my eyebrows, and that looked way better. Oh, and I am using a disposable lip wand, and for some reason that helped so much. It just made it much more opaque and intense. Next, I'm taking the silver shade from the Flash palette once again, and I'm outlining my lips with it. And then I'm taking this liquid suede from NYX in the color Jet Set, and I'm applying it in the inner part of my lips. And then just with my fingers, I'll be blending the 2 colors together so the transition of them looks more seamless. So I wanted to create the illusion that I had little icicles on my brows and also on my face. So I'm starting by applying some glitter on my brows, and this is Vanilla Ice by Lit Cosmetics. And for that, I'm using a small angled brow or liner brush. This one is by Luxie. Then I'm going back to Becca Pearl, and I'm applying that all over the highest points of my cheeks. So as its intended purpose, a highlighter. And then I'm taking the Lit Cosmetics glue and I'm applying the glitter right on top of the highlighter and also down the center of my nose and on my lips as well. And then to finish off this entire look, I am taking that a navy shadow and I'm applying that in my lower lash line. Then I'm taking the glitter once again and I'm applying that in my inner corners. And lastly, I'm taking the whites from the Flash palette. I'm applying that on the back of my hand, and then I'm taking a disposable spoolie and I'm just running that through my hand and then running that through my lashes as mascara, since I don't own a white mascara, but that would be so much easier. And once I put on this wig, I am all done with this look and I have officially become the Snow Miser. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe. And don't forget to check out Julia's and Christina's videos.